Jump ball, one of the girls let go, and the other one shoved her with it, and then ended up dropping the ball and punching the girl in the face. I had to eject her from the game. There's a zero tolerance policy.
But once the game ended, Ivanovsky says the girl who was ejected came back onto the court to start a fight with a player from the other team.
And then the daughter came back around using all sorts of language that I can't use right now on TV.
Police say the mother of the girl who was ejected then stepped onto the court. And instead of trying to control her daughter, she got violent and punched the 13-year-old girl her daughter was yelling at in the face. Police identified the attacker as 37-year-old Dominique Graham. This is a prior mugshot of Graham from a 2018 arrest of an animal cruelty charge. Ivanovsky says he was sucker punched trying to stop Graham.
And I'm like, this is not going to happen. You're not going to get to them. I'm not going to allow this. And when I'm looking this way, out of nowhere, I get a left hook across the mouth right here. My glasses end up going sideways like this.
Ivanovsky says Graham knocked him backwards. According to Graham's arrest warrant affidavit, Graham went on to yell at other parents when a dad stepped in to protect his family. Police say Graham scratched the man across his face, leaving visible red marks. More parents and kids rushed to help when police say Graham assaulted two other teen players, kicking a 13-year-old in the back and punching a 14-year-old in the face.
How do you do that to a child? I mean, honestly, I'm getting a little emotional because I'm baffled by that.
Murphy police arrived and took Graham to the Wiley Police Department jail, where now she faces 3 felony counts of injury to a child and 2 other counts of assault.
Hello everyone, this is Sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this altercation that happened last Saturday at the Murphy basketball tournament, which was being hosted by the Plano Sports Authority. So this tournament was being held in Murphy, Texas, which is a city in Collin County. The lady who is allegedly responsible for escalating the altercation, whose name is Dominique Graham, she is from Allen, which is another city in Collin County, and both of these cities are located in Texas. So before I begin, if you are looking for the actual altercation, this is not the video for you. This is not the video for you. So thank you and bye. So moving on, as you heard from Greg Ivanovsky, who was the referee for that game, he explained that he had to eject Dominique Graham's daughter from the game because she put hands on the opposing teammate. And he had to eject her because that's unacceptable. And after the game, this Dominique Graham's daughter allegedly came back and started to fight with another teammate on the opposing team. And instead of the mother, who is Dominique Graham, the mother de-escalating the situation, she made it even worse, because she went and put hands on the referee, she put hands on other parents, she put hands on 2 other younger girls. And mind you, this tournament is for young girls ages 12 through 14. So these are 12 to 14 year olds, 12, 13, 14 year olds that she's put hands on. And her daughter is that in that age group. And instead of, calming the situation down and then afterwards dealing with whatever happened, what made her daughter mad, she decided to put her Mortal Kombat skills to the test. And this was not the place. Ma'am, you should have left that for the game. This was not the place. This was so inappropriate. This is so disgusting what happened. And then I think even in the article it said that her daughter, before the police arrived, her daughter was inside apologizing. But it's like people get taken over by their emotion and they don't think. Because you could is allegedly she kicked one of the girls in the back. You could have kicked that girl in her back and kicked her so hard, and then you broke something in her spine, in her back, and then she's paralyzed. See, people don't think about that. People don't think that far. You could have pushed one of those girls, hit one of them, and then they fall back, and then bust, the head bust wide open, and then they no longer here anymore. People don't think that far. We don't think that far because we let our emotions guide us. And our children are a reflection of us. How we handle situations that's exactly how our children will handle situations, because they are impressionable. They do what they see you do. Most of the time you tell them to do something, they rarely do it. But when they see you do something, that's exactly what they're gonna do. And this is just a reflection of you, ma'am, how you handle situations. Because she got ejected, and instead of, dealing with it, if she felt it was unfair, with it in a legal manner, you went in, this is how she dealt with it, put hands on people. And then this is exactly how you allegedly did it. You went and put hands on other people too. It doesn't make any type of sense. The Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go. When they are old, they will not depart from it. People use that, yes, to train a child in a good way, but we don't also see that if you're treating your child in the wrong way, the bad way, they will not depart from that. If you train your child to have manners, they will have manners until they grow up. Though they may be hanging out with bad company, because I've seen this, kids who hang out with bad, they should not be hanging out with certain individuals, but they have manners. They would say good morning to you. They would hold doors for you. They would run errands for you, though they are hanging out with bad people, because they were trained to have manners. They were trained to have respect. But when you're raising your children to be disrespectful, when you're raising your children to, use foul language, they will not depart from that. They will not depart from that. They will not depart from it. Train up a child in the way they should go, and they will not depart from it. Whether it's good or whether it's bad, they shall not depart from it. And if it's bad, the only way for the person to depart is if they come to realization, hey, I really need to stop doing this stuff. And they make the 180. But most of the time, the person stay on that route. They stay on that route for a while. And we could also look, maybe the daughter thought that it was something the team player did that she didn't like, and then it was unfair, something that triggered her. That's still not an excuse, because some people use that excuse. Oh yeah, yes, there are sometimes referees, they do wrong calls or whatever it may be, but this is not the way to handle the situation. This is not the way to handle the situation at all, because all this is doing is giving single mothers a bad look. If you're a single mother, giving black people a bad look, as I say, you see, this is what I'm saying. They're violent. This is what they do. This is how they handle the situation. But this is not the way every black person handles the situation. This is the way she handled that situation. But many people's not going to see it that way. And all you're doing, ma'am, is preparing your child to have a hard life. She's going to have a hard life if she continues down this path. If you continue dealing with situations like this, maybe unfair situations, fair situations, and you decide to put hands on people, you're going to have a very hard life, because you're not going to be able to be able to keep relationships. You're not going to be able to form partnerships, because you move by your emotions. You let your emotions take over you. You're not able to, you don't have enough emotional intelligence to even take a 15-second break, maybe a 10-second break, and think about it. Think about, hey, I want to do this. What if I do this? What can happen? You don't even have the emotional intelligence to take 10 seconds. Because if you take that 10 seconds, you're probably not going to do what you're thinking about doing. But we don't do that. So as parents, if we have had a hard life, we are supposed to give our children the tools and advice so they don't have that hard life. That they, not saying they're not going to have a hard life, but what we went through, they definitely not going to go through that, because we have equipped them. Say, you know what, this is what I used to do and it didn't work for me. This is how I handled it. It didn't work for me. I don't want you to do it that way. Nope. but she's continuing in the same route. And what the parents, as Pastor G. Craig always say, what the parents do in moderation, the children will do it excess. So because as long as you're still here, you're not taken out of this world, you have an ability to change your life. You have the ability to change your life. But of course, it's up to you. Nobody could force you to change. But if you and your daughter continue on this path, you guys will have a very tough life. And then you'll say, oh, things are hard for me. Why things are never working out for me? Because life is paying you what you deserve. And every decision we make has a consequence. And we do not get to decide what those consequences are. And now one of your consequences is you're going to go to jail. Yes, you will. And even if you don't go to jail, maybe because you don't have a record or whatever, you will be on probation. You will pay some way, somehow, for what you did to this man and to you allegedly did to this referee and to all the young girls that you put your hands on. And this is the decision you made. You can't blame people because we don't want to take responsibility when we made those decisions. And that's the consequences that we get. So all we can do is learn from the situation. This is not how you handle the situation. No matter what happened, no matter what you think, you handle it the right way. And you don't stop handling it the right way until something changes. Something will change. You just can't give up. But when you do it this way, it never ends well. And it shines a bad light on other young mothers, other people that are trying to make that effort to raise their children the right way. And I have kids that are athletes. I love going to see them. I have family members that are athletes. I love going to see them, compete. And we have the ability to do that. And then if people keep on doing stuff like this, they may stop letting parents come in. So that child, sometimes those when they see you come there to support them, that gives them that boost of confidence. But now if people keep on doing foolishness like this, they might shut that down and don't let no parents come in. See, and it's people have to pay for other people's decisions. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.